Today on Mr. Media, I'll talk to Spy Magazine co-founder, Studio 360 radio host, and cultural dream catcher, Kurt Andersen. Oh yeah, he's also got a new novel out this week called True Believers. That might have something to do with why he's here, I suppose. Stick around and prepare to have your psychedelic vest, long hair, hippie beads, and two-finger peace sign implode from Kurt's re-examination of 1960s America. This is Bob Andelman, and this is the Mr. Media Interview, brought to you today by the Stitcher app for mobile devices. Give it a test drive today at Stitcher.com/MRmedia, Mr. Media. I love this free radio app, and I think you will too. Stitcher.com/MRmedia. Mr. Media is recorded live before a studio audience of three-fingered vulgarians, Martha Stewart wannabes, Walter Monheit, the publisher of Vanity Fair, two guys who insist they were not separated at birth, and people who can no longer squint hard enough to read the fine print, in the new media capital of the world, St. Petersburg, Florida. Kurt Andersen has one of those careers that make him the envy of a lot of folks in the media. The guy's had a fairly golden touch, starting with the birth of the late, great humor magazine, Spy, which he co-founded with Graydon Carter and Tom Phillips. He's also been a columnist for The New Yorker and editor-in-chief of New York. And he currently hosts, and has for the last 10 years, I hear, public radio's popular Studio 360, which won a Peabody Award. All that, and he tells a pretty fair story on the fictional side, too. First, as the author of Heyday and Turn of the Century, and most recently with the just-released True Believers. Now, I wanted to hate True Believers, frankly, just because Andersen does too many things too well. But it just wasn't possible. It's a really cool read on multiple levels. For starters, the narrator is a 60-ish woman once under serious consideration for a seat on the U.S. Supreme Court. That by itself is a neat trick for Andersen. He's telling his story, which of course is her story, in Karen Hollander's voice. And then there's all this bouncing back and forth between the current day, well actually it's set in a time slightly in the future, and back to 1968, a time in which Karen was quite a different person, one with a pretty big secret. Now it's an easy book to recommend for me, and it's a pleasure to welcome.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?